And yes, this is by the book Fascism, folks. It's got to start somewhere. So it starts with the marginalized group, and then it increases, and then it increases, and then it increases. This is something Dave Anthony tweeted. 5 months after Hitler took power, Nazis attacked and destroyed this clinic. History is repeating. You're on one side or the other. The forgotten history of the world's first trans clinic, the Institute for Sexual Research in Berlin, would be a century old if it hadn't fallen victim to Nazi ideology. Keep in mind, LGBTQ, Hitler went after them too. So yes, there are a lot of parallels going on right now. I'm not going to be quiet about this because they are literally trying to exterminate a group of people. They're trying to eradicate a group of people, as Michael Knowles said. That's what's going on here. And people are sugarcoating this. People are using all kinds of whataboutisms. They're even polishing the turd that Michael Knowles said. They're like, no, he's talking about ideology. No, he's talking about a group of people. You can't just make up a word and be like, I'm talking about something else. No. We know what you're talking about. Don't try to sugarcoat this. And the people who are sugarcoating this, shame on you. If you can't see that when they're trying to eliminate a group of people, and this is just the newest scapegoat, by the way. This is just not that any of the old scapegoats went away. I'm not implying like, well, things are fine for immigrants and black people and women and other members of the LGBTQIA community. They're all fine now. No, of course not. It's just what happens is you have a rotation of scapegoats, but there always has to be one scapegoat that's really front and center, that's really grabbing people by the fear gullet in an intense way. And for the long time, black people were front and center. Well, now black people aren't front and center anymore. Then it was, and Jewish people have been front and center. Well, Jewish people aren't front and center anymore. And for gay people were front and center. In the early 2000s, it was gay people. Gay people, oh my God, gay people. And then that kind of wore off because people realized, I have a gay neighbor, I have a gay friend, blah, blah, blah. That wore off. So now they need a new front and center scapegoat. There's still all the other scapegoats, all the other marginalized groups, women, black people, Jewish people. I'm not saying, of course, we still have racism. Of course, we still have sexism. Of course, we still have anti-Semitism. Of course, we still have discrimination against the immigrants. Of course, we still have xenophobia, fear of other. Of course, we still have Russia-phobia, phobia of China. Of course, those are all still there. But we always need a front and center scapegoat that's really, really serving as a way to divide, distract, and propagandize. And right now it's transgender people because there's all kinds of things we can point to. What's going on in a bathroom? What's this counselor saying? They're trying to, quote, groom your children. Counselors who specialize in LGBTQ youth, they're not trying to groom anybody. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to help so that in most cases, most of them are LGBTQIA themselves. So what they're really doing is they're trying to create a society where transgender youth and LGBTQIA youth have it a little bit easier than they did. That's what they're trying to do. That's called evolving as a society, and we're trying to go backwards. And guess what? We're succeeding in going backwards. And yes, this is by the book Fascism, folks. It's got to start somewhere. So it starts with the marginalized group, and then it increases, and then it increases, and then it increases. That's how it goes.